Yeah, so I remember addressing this back during season 7 when it comes to the new writers and how they are portraying some of these characters in terms of their relation to characters who are either no longer in the series or they're just now coming back. Mainly, I'm talking about how, some of the main cast members refer to former love interests as their exes, such as last season when Sabrina, I believe, asked Karen about, I don't know, I understand you're pregnant now, but imagine if you were like in my situation, you were trying to have a kid and you were doing it by yourself. Would you ever consider asking your ex to be a sperm donor? And that was in relation to Calvin. And he was never Sabrina's ex because they were never in a relationship. On more than one occasion, he asked, would you want to be in an exclusive relationship? And she declined. And to my recollection, she never once said, I love you, Calvin, because he was the one that always said, I love you. So, yeah, that's not the case at all. They were not exes. And then in this more recent episode, in between Andy lying about Robin trying to kiss her, and or was it? It was either this episode or within the past couple episodes where the girls or Watt or somebody mentioned that Rob. Oh yeah, actually it was Penelope and Jordan when they asked who's your legal representation, because Andy said that, hey, the reason I didn't come to see you, Jordan, is because my legal counsel said it wouldn't be a good look. And then they found out it was Robin. Wait, your ex? And no, Robin and Andy were never officially dating. They were just in a very ill-advised bunk buddy situation as the boss and an employee. It was really weird. But no, I mean, we can run down the list of characters who were actually in relationships a lot faster than a list of characters who were just shacking up with others. Case in point, even though it was toxic and on and off, Karen and Zach had their 3-year relationship. But honestly, I think I remember one time trying to do a calculation. I'm like, if you really think about it, I doubt these two were even officially together for a year and a half, let alone a year, based off of all the various times they broke up or Zach got kicked out of the apartment and this, that, and the third, or went on breaks. I mean, it probably wasn't even 3 years. I mean, sure, it was a toxic 3-year on again, off again merry-go-round, but it was not a consecutive 3-year relationship. But they were together for a while. Then, eventually Karen dumped him. She and Aaron dated for a majority of season 2. I don't know if you would officially say they were in a relationship, but they were consistently dating, and no sex either. Then you have Danny, who was never in a relationship with Preston. Allowing him to stay at her place in season 2? Yes. They only dated, or they went to didn't they go to like the grocery store once? Danny didn't like the way people were looking and talking about him. And then that was pretty much it. He was just over at her place, have sex, and then that was it. And it wasn't until season 6B when she's like, okay, I'm ready for a relationship. But not even 24 hours later, she's going out with Tony and her girls on like a triple blind date kind of thing. Then you have Sabrina, who was dating Calvin, I believe. I guess you could say they were dating. I mean, when they weren't going at each other's throats, mainly Sabrina questioning his sexuality, but they were kind of, sort of casually a thing, but honestly, I wouldn't even count that. I mean, in season 1, they kind of were, but then, Sabrina allowed like Maurice and other people's opinions to get in her head, and yeah, I mean, they dated on and off, kind of, sort of. All the while, Sabrina was getting on other people like Jacoby and Bio. But, yeah, no, she was never in a relationship with anybody until Rich came along. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Tony, yeah, Tony and Danny have their 3 month thing now, but then the last one being Andy. The series opened up with her in an affair with Gary, not a relationship. Then after he got a divorce, I believe in like what was it, mid to late season 2, and then got engaged to Andy. They were in a brief relationship slash engagement period, but then after she said no to a surprise wedding, that's when things started getting weird between them. And then she started seeing Robin on the side, and then the engagement was broke off, and her and Robin kept going on for like a good season before he eventually got dumped out of the company. Allegedly, he just went back to the UK. And then you have Andy in this weird thing where even Gary was like, so what are we doing? I don't know. And the next thing you know, Jordan comes along. Not counting the janitor she slept with too, but then she got into the 3 month relationship with Jordan, and now she's just, I don't know what to say about Andy. But Fatima obviously was a free agent at first, was just down to have fun with Zach, but then they eventually locked it down in season 3. And aside from a couple of brief breakups and I'm leaving you, Zach moments, they've been together. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So when it comes to the likes of like Robin, Calvin, Aaron, or whoever else they want to throw into the mix of being exes, that is incorrect. These women have rarely, if ever, been in relationships on screen with any of the men that they go to dinner with or just sleep with. So just wanted to put that out there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.